bathe maybe once a week. First off, I just let my kids do what they want.
Hello, beautiful, brilliant black women goddess born. Don't bother going and watching that whole video. More of the same. But let's get into my perspective because you know I got one, girl. You know I do. Okay, okay, come on, let's go with it. Okay, so this for educational purposes, blah blah blah. You should never do any of the things that I would allegedly do, have done, may do. Okay, and definitely don't bully. That's not a good look for any of you. Now I'm an extreme option, but hey, here's the thing. Let's really dissect this a little bit, black women, because I want us to be very clear and have some tools when um when all of these different demographics have decided that they are going to attack black women, black girls, indigenous women, indigenous girls, and in that way ensure that they do not have to take accountability and responsibility for the shit that they choose and then act upon. Okay? Now, the biggest group of people that do that shit is white men, what y'all call them, Becky's or Karens or some other bullshit. Okay, you know me, they crossroad demons and legion. All right, they the four horses of the apocalypse, not the horsemen. They the horses that the apocalypse dudes come in on. I'm just saying. The apocalypse would be able to get here as fast if they didn't have white women as horses, allegedly. Okay, now you know. Okay, so this crossroad demon is telling us black women that not only do her four children not need to bathe, um maybe once a week, maybe. That's what she says in the whole thing. She says oh, they might bathe once a week, maybe. Okay, but the next thing she says is, I don't make them do anything they don't want to do. They get to do what they want to do. How old are your children? I don't know. She got four, so somewhere between 2 and 10 years old. So you just willy nilly. Why are you even there? Why are you at their house? I mean, I know you supposedly they came out of you, or maybe or something, or whatever happened, but you laid egg. I don't know how y'all do it, but anyway, why are they there? Because the whole concept of being an adult and a fucking parent is that you are deciding what is best because they don't understand that yet. So you are training up your children to not only not bathe, because that's bad enough. God, I can smell the funk from here because it's not them, it's you. Okay? You are also being very clear. And black women, y'all already know this, okay? You know how they get down with their children. Their children can do no wrong. They can't be told no. They can't be corrected. None of that shit. Now that's in part because by the time those kids are 8, 9, and 10, they have these grown ass white women have done enough to damage their souls. So what they're telling you is that their children do not need to fit into any of the rules of compassion or kindness or morality or any of those things that we as black women, single black mothers at that, some of us, instill in our children. Does that mean that there's not men that we have raised in our homes that go out and do that and do the whole works? Oh, fuck no. We got plenty of problems in our own black community. But we're not trying to say that all of those problems belong to everybody else on the planet. No, when black men do something, that belongs to black men because they grown. If you do something when you grown, it's on you. The problem with black men, and it's the same thing with white women, is that y'all get to be blameless on some shit. You got all these other reasons and excuses as to why you don't need to be accountable and responsible. So now you are raising 4 children to think that they can do whatever the fuck they want. So when they walk out of your house full-fledged monsters, what's the rest of us supposed to do? That's the same thing I heard from the hooker who just got convicted because she bought her son her white boy, his mom's a Legion. She bought her son a hand pew, and that boy went the very next day and pewed up the school. This is where it stems from. This right, that lady right there, just like that. Oh, and we spent, oh, she's nice and not all white women, da blah blah blah. That shit is dangerous. There's a reason why 3-year-olds aren't in charge of anybody's household. Well, or shouldn't be. You understand? They are children. They're not going to know that a car running down the street is going to harm them. It is our job to keep them out of harm's way. And then it is our job to raise our children up to have a heart, to have compassion, to have kindness for other people. But you, as a white woman, you don't have to do any of that shit. Which brings me to my next thing, black women. Some white bitch did some little thing on A Handmaid's Tale. You know, they love to put on that little outfit. She claims she a liberal and voting independent, or Republican and voting independent. I don't know what the fuck she is. Just another crossroad demon. And this is the thing we say a lot, black women. We'll go, we don't understand why they're voting against their interests. Why white women are voting against? What makes you think they're voting against their interests? Well, they voted for Trump twice, and then they voted even more the second time for Trump, and don't they know, and this and that. They're voting against their interests. What interest? They're not voting against their interest. They're voting against your interest. They're voting against your interest, black woman. Because in their minds, you are their ultimate competition. Because why? They covet. When I've been telling us this whole time, y'all just like, oh, there go love. She just uses some words about coveting and blah, blah, blah. No, go really look at coveting. It has not just the elements of envy and jealousy. It has a mediocrity piece to it. It has an insecurity piece to it. It has a need for a resource to have that resource no matter what it takes. If you look at it, covetous folks generally act on it in violence. That's why I'll tell you, crossroad demons, they the most violent. Now, they white men's right after that, okay? And I can categorize some other folks. But they're the most violent. And they're really good at it. And all of us have been conditioned to give them a pass. Oh, they must be out of their minds or something. They must be this. They must be afraid of their men and blah, blah, blah. It's none of the above. None of the above. They feel like they're in competition with you. Now, y'all will hear me say this in my self-confidence class for black women. We don't have competition. that other people think we're their competition is their problem. That ain't my problem. You're not my competition. I'm not vying to be equal. Okay? I'm not vying to do this, that, and the next. Bitch, I already am beyond equal. Okay? I'm already powerful. So come on, Black women. We need to stop this.